Hello everyone, so this is a cautionary tale about a z820 update to Windows 11 that I just did. So for some reason the Sata ports connected to these drives on this like side bay here are not working with Windows 11. The drivers that it would install itself with Windows, not with Windows Update, but the driver you find on the HP page for this Intel Rapid Storage something SATA drives, SATA ports is not working. It will cause the system to instantly fail to boot at the next reboot with a blue screen, and yeah, the system driver failure because of this driver, which is dated 2019, so not even that old, but apparently doesn't work with Windows 11. So what happens here is that you have four ports. The four I would say white ports there on the left are connected to this bay, but there are two gray ports on the right. And it's not easy to see that now, but on this right side there are two gray ports, and these are standard SATA ports, so you can use them with Windows 11 no problem. What I did is actually to take out those two drives, those two SATA cables from the white ports, and swap them to the gray ports, so that I can still use those drives. But that led to a huge problem with Windows 11, and I lost. Not really lost, but I have to recover the data from one of the drives, because apparently Windows 11. I think this is related to the way the Windows shutdown works by default with fast boot, fast startup, something like that, where the system doesn't really shut down completely, but kind of freeze itself. So the situation was I had one drive plugged in on the bay, and I was copying all the files from that drive to the main system drive, because I had 3 drives in this machine and I could only use 2. So I put a system drive in, one SSD in, and I was taking all the data from the SSD from the secondary SSD to the main, and moving that to the main drive or to external drives. Then I decided to shut down the system, take out the SSD, and plug back the other drive, which is in a 4 terabyte hard drive, the one that is currently in. But when I booted the system back, Windows would recognize the 4 terabyte drives with the name of the secondary SSD, which is now outside of the system here, and it would also show the data that was on this system, on this drive, and not the data that was actually on the 4 terabyte drive. So I tried a couple of things. I tried to change the drive letter. I tried to shut down the system and take out the drive and put it back, and then I finally rebooted. And when I rebooted, what happened is that I was met with system drive scan and repair, and that led me to the desktop with a totally empty drive. The 4 terabyte drive content was all gone, and now I have to recover the data from the drive, just because Windows had this incredibly stupid bug that I don't really understand how they could implement such stupid feature in Windows. I don't know how that can really happen, but yeah, that's what happened, and it's true. Windows can really wipe your drive just because you move the drives around when you're actually shutting down the system instead of rebooting, which is otherwise you couldn't really swap drives by rebooting. So how did they not think about this problem? This problem could happen. Yeah, I'm speechless, guys. And so yeah, that's it for the video. Ciao.